Hello, guys. Hope you can see me. Uh, I'm Hishan, and my friends call me Hijja. As part of this today's session, I would like to discuss about a few topics that we talk much about, but then I have a few interesting topics lined up today as well regarding automation and about a few apps like N8N as well. So, moving on to the session. Yeah, this is the content that we're going to see today. And yes, so we're going to discuss about what AI is. I'm pretty sure being CA students, every one of you knows what AI is and how it impacts in socially and the ethical part of it and about workflow. And I have a few topics lined up as well about AI versus human brain. So with that being said, we'll have an interactive discussion later on. So moving on to the session, what is AI? Now, every one of you know what AI is, right? So AI is like a machine or software which could, for itself, learn from what we text or and make decisions similar to the decisions that we make, but with less errors and slightly expanding the answers and the contents in that. So, moving on, AI for social good. Well, the AI is used in different platforms currently. Let it be healthcare, education, society, or even tech. When we take healthcare, many researchers have found out that there can be a way to cure cancer using AI with its technology and in infrastructure. We can find cures for cancer, and we can treat different people with their disabilities. Now some people can walk, some people can have problems sitting down, lying down, so all of these AI can be used. So Nikesh, do you know any aspects where AI is used in education or in society?
I mean, you can go ahead and tell me.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I was saying, like, you can go ahead and tell me.
All right. So AI in the education perspective, it's like a cheating code now. We can cheat exams with AI. So most of the CS students know that because they copy code entirely from ChatGPT, Gemini, and all these stuff. So yeah, AI is definitely helping us with education. So when it comes to society and tech, AI, can be used. How to identify what the users are using, the trends and the searches that we do, and based on that it can generate something like let's say a presentation, or let it be a database saying what we what are we interested, what the Gen Z's interested about, and make decisions make on that, and help businesses and all these technologies coming and engage more into the trends that we have currently going on. So, moving on to the ethical part of AI. Now, talking of ethics, there's so and so concerns about AI. Now, people tell that AI can be problematic when it comes to getting information. There was a video in YouTube recently where it's like a prank video. What they do is they set up a robo as a waiter or a waitress, and then when that guy comes and sits down, it tells about his personal information about his bank accounts and all this stuff, and what he prefers and what he does in his free time. So all these stuff are can be done by AI if it's not used in the proper way. There's a multi-million business going down currently in the underground, so many people does not know about that, and the people who know about that does not tell others because it has become a huge business for them. So data privacy misuse, like I said, our data, what we leak in social media, everything is going to get shared. Now everyone will know what we do. Like, let's say if it got access to our Chrome history, for example. Let's say it has the access of Nikesh's Google history. Now we don't have to talk about what Nikesh goes through, but then we understand, right? It's going to be a privacy issue. So when it comes to bias and discrimination, so this part is, let's say, uh, even though AI it says that it treats everyone equally. It actually does not treat everyone equally. It feeds on what we give it, and it tends to react back on what information we give it. So let's say if you are a brainy kid and if you give enough details for AI to give you information, it creates a sample that is relevant to you. Now, if like let's say that you are like an less intelligent student who doesn't have an idea on what this AI is, and you just text normally, you don't know how to ask questions regarding that, so it tends to give a response on what you asked it. So it's biased, and sometimes people with a higher IQ can get good answers, good essay reviews, essay submissions, while the people who does not have the idea won't be able to comprehend much. So over reliance on AI. Now, plagiarism has been vital these days, because many use content from AI, let it be codes, submissions, poems, novels, even reports. Everyone uses AI these days. So over relying on AI is going to make your brain dull. You might not have new ideas. Your critical thinking part is going to get smashed. So you don't know what to do. So rather than focusing on relying on AI, try to be yourself. Try to come up with topics. Try to brainstorm questions. So you'll be able to get a long way from AI, and be a better person than the ones that are using AI. Job displacement. People used to say that AI might replace jobs. For example, let's say SC. Many people are saying that as AI is doing what they are planning to do, then why do you have SCs coming up? That's why the market is going down very low for SCs. So job displacement is going to be a big problem. But if we adhere to what we are studying, and if we practice what we are doing, and if we learn and adapt on what is coming new in this tech field, we'll be able to survive this apocalypse, I would say. We can survive this. So moving on to N8N. So has anyone heard about N8N? I know Sam has heard about N8N because he has his own website. How about the rest? Nikesh, Sharu, Gobi, anyone? Ash, Radha, Brenaman, Sharu, anyone? Nikesh, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you know about in N8N, Sam? Can you just explain a bit about what you do with your business and all?
So yeah, so first of all, N18 is kind of IDE, exactly like Cursor or VS Code, where we can simply build workflows. We can even still automate without even AI. Also, we can still use the AI, whatever the LLM, we can use Gemini or ChatGPT. So N8N allows us to connect all of these parts, or connects these dots together to create a workflow or even an AI agent. So we can do repetitive task or literally whatever the stuff we work according to a step-by-step format or according to a framework, we can literally automate it. So N8N allows us the environment to build that workflows.
Thank you,
And
Sam.
when it's come to our
Yeah. No. Yes, Sam. Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, so when it's come to our agency, here we build some of the AI workflows and agents for e-commerce stores. For example, there we can automate the customer support. We will automate the replies, and we will give you an entire summary based on every single data that going through your store. For example, every single day we can do the data visualization and data cleaning, and we will give you a summary every single day. So those are stuffs we connecting in our, I mean, we provide in our agency. Yeah, so that's
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sam is co-hosting a website, and he's into this AI thing, and he does automation and clients. So a shout out to him. At the age of 18, he has started his own business with his batch and with his batchmate, and hopefully he'll be able to be a new CEO, a rich CEO one day. So hopefully we'll be able to see the best version of you, Sam. So moving on to what N8N is, I'll explain it simply. Sam explained it really well. I'll just simply explain it in the basic step. So let's say that you have a mail and your lecturer sends you stuff every day. Let's say our lecturer send us stuff through our IIT mail, right? So every day going to this mail and checking this is going to be a bit hard task. So what do we do? We can choose a trigger. We can choose mail, and every day if the lecturer posts the stuff at about 8 p.m. at the night, we can tell we can make a clockwork saying that okay at 10 p.m. and give a prompt to ChatGPT saying that yeah, after that lecturer sends this thing, send her a reply text saying thank you and at 10 p.m. and after that send all these presentations to my WhatsApp number directly. So what this does is, if we have this workflow and if we just start it automatically without you going to mail and self checking all these stuff, it just comes directly when when the lecturer puts a presentation to your mail at 10 p.m. every day. What ChatGPT does is sends a reply to them, and what mail does is that it gets all of your WhatsApp, it gets all of your presentation and sends it to your WhatsApp directly. So time is saved. You can focus on other stuff. You don't have to reply on all this stuff. It's going to be a hectic work, right? We have lots going on. So by doing this, we can directly finish this off as soon as you can. So let's say that you have to submit a coursework. So let's say that your teacher sends you a homework saying to write to answer all these 10 questions and send it to her ASAP. So what do you do as an AI student? What you do is you chose the trigger as MailFest, and the next thing as ChatGPT, and the clock at what time do you want to get that homework into ChatGPT. And after that what you do is you so when you press it, what happens is when the mail comes with the questions, those questions are directly sent to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT generates those answers at exactly 10 p.m. and sends it back to the lecturer through mail, and sends the copy of what it sent to the mail to your WhatsApp directly. So you know what was being sent, and the answer is obviously going to be correct, and you can be the student who finishes everything fast. So with this NA10, everything is going to be easy. This workflow is solely based on to make stuff easy. So right, so if we could learn more about sites like NA10 and other automation apps, we'll be able to do stuff efficiently and effectively. So I have given a few other examples of how it can be used. Like I mentioned, automatic replies to mails. So let's say you get mail to your junk folder or spam folder. Now, some mails can be useful. Some mails are not are going to be useless, right? So when those comes to those spam, you can tell NA10 to get those spam messages directly into your inbox, so you don't have to go to spam, choose every message and send it back to your inbox. Time saves, and you can focus on other stuff, and you can be more efficient. And sending reminders. Now let's say that you are a lecturer and your students need to submit a coursework by tomorrow. Now you want to send them reminders every day. Now if you just go to text and choose all of those mails of those students and send each and everyone mails, it's going to be a hectic task. So if you tell anytime to do this, what it does is it gets the list of all the students in your class, creates a message using ChatGPT and sends it. So you can do other stuff in that free time. So posting automatically. Now let's say that you are a social media person. Let's take Saru. So he has his own Instagram C posts. So he posts about fishes and all this stuff. Now if he wants his social media page to boost, what he can do is he can tell N8N to post photos every day at exactly 9 p.m. Now yes, the thing is that there's a draft option too in Instagram, Facebook. But what N8N does is, with the help, it generates its own caption and hashtags and sends it directly to Instagram, creates its post automatically, and sends it at the exact time you want it to be sent. So it's very easy. So you don't have to text the caption, search ChatGPT again, come back here, write about that. No, it's simple. and notifying teachers or managers instantly. Now, let's say that you are going to, CCTV is going on and you have to leave the office early. Now, if you want, if you call and say your boss, I'm going to be a bit lazy and a bit late, and you're going to delay it by some time. What N8N does is that it creates its own message, calls automatically, and does it for you. So all these are going to be done by N8N. So if you could touch more about these automation, this is a topic that is trending currently, and that a topic that many of us don't know. Only a few know about that, and if you know about what this is, you can even cheat your upcoming exams, CS exams, because after ChatGPT, automation is going to be the new future. So now, people say that AI has a good brain, better than humans, and human brain, and some people say that human brain is better than AI. No, both brains serve different purposes, and both brains are different to each other. So, if we take the AI brain, okay, if we take the AI brain, it processes data. So, speed and accuracy is the use of AI brain. When it comes to human brain, it focuses more on understanding and generating new ideas. Creativity is when it comes to human brain. So when you take AI brain, data processing data processing is going to be a huge load of tasks. There are so many things covered up, and if we search everything one by one, it's going to take a lot of time for us, right? So with AI brain, we can process those data efficiently, fast, and in an accurate way. Precision, this exact thing, if we tell AI to do this exact thing, it does it. Can we do it perfectly and accurately? I don't think so, because humans are tend to make mistakes, and that is okay. Consistency, if you want it to create something at this time every day, it does. We will feel lazy, we will feel sleepy, and we will not have the mood to do it. But AI does not have that. When we say do it, it does it. You just have to pay it. That's all. You just have to pay those people to do that, right? Scalability. Now, when it comes to scalability, it can have two meanings. It can either improve your business or improve your studies. So when when you are there, it can scale everything what you do. If you are writing something, it brings on to the next level. So with all these, we will be able to adapt this. When it comes to human brain, it knows what to adapt. So when you text something, it knows how to go with it. Like let's say that we are put into a harsh environment. AI brain is not going to understand that, right? So what we can do is that you can adapt according to those situations and understand more. So when we are doing something, we tend to understand onto the depth. But AI is going to be a robotic brain. It just understands the surface level. It does not go deeper. And creativity. When it comes to AI brain, creative part, it has creative parts, but it's based on what we give. If we say that we have a certain limitation for creativity, it has a limitation. But when we come to us, we are free birds. So we can think about anything, create beautiful ideas, even better than AI. So why do we use AI brain when we can use our own human brain to create unique ideas and energy efficiency? So human brain is tend to use about 20 megawatts per hour on thinking. It's a fact known by science. But when it comes to AI, it's going to cost a lot. It has crores and crores of energy spent onto that. So if we need to do something efficiently and understand it to a depth, we better use human brain. And if we need to process something and do it speed and accurately, we can use the AI brain. So with that being said, I would like to end my session. So are there any questions?
So I have some questions, Ishan, several of them.
Mm,
Would you like to answer them
yes.
if you don't mind?
Yes. Before
So
we go to the
start
question and
off
answer
with
session, can we just take a photo of today?
all
Let's
right.
take a photo. Let's take a photo. Guys, can you guys turn on your video? We can take a photo. Aru, Branaman, Vidhi. Hi, Branaman. Any questions?
All good, all good.
Okay, guys. So let's take a picture. Branaman, let's take that. I don't think others will be able to, let's post the screen. Can we take the picture now? Is it okay? Yeah, with the non-video participants as well. Sharu can put it. All right,
Uh,
Sharu's there. Hi, Sharu. Okay, Branaman.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. So, are there any questions, guys?
So may I ask a few?
Yes, you can ask.
All right. So I'll start from the last question to the first one. All right.
Hmm.
Um, so what do you define by creativity? Well, what is creativity to you for you to say, oh, the human creativity exceeds what the AI can make? What do you mean by that? Could you elaborate?
So AI is created by machine learning engineers, right? So if we say that, when it comes to ChatGPT, let's say that we don't talk about sex and all this stuff, right? Because it is banned. It is banned to talk about ChatGPT. So if you tell it to create a picture regarding this, it's not going to create because there are certain limitations. But when it comes to us, we don't have any limitations. We can think beyond that. We can think about anything. We can think about any topic in any way we can. So that's the answer to the question, I guess.
So you're saying like creativity is limited through moral constraint, but isn't that same thing applies to people as well?
Um, So yes, it is true. If you are someone who's going to, stay at one place since you were born, and let's say that people from India in certain villages, they don't even know what happens in the outside world. So if you live like that, it's going to, hinder your brain and your creativity is going to be damaged. But then on the other hand, if you take an average person, someone who goes and explores and all this stuff when he's in his younger parts, his brain is going to, tend to develop more. So with that, he'll be able to see more. So he'll be able to understand things more. So he'll be able to create innovative designs.
Yeah, but
Before all
by
these,
that logic,
Hmm?
okay, so sorry for interrupting you, but by that logic, you're saying the more the person is aware of his surroundings, or the more knowledge the person has, the more likely to be creative. Is that what you're saying?
uh, yeah,
Because
somewhat,
you're
I
saying
guess.
then by that logic, an AI is more creative than a human because an AI has a vast data set of knowledge compared to a human, even an average human.
But no. So yeah, like I mentioned, it has. If you sorry, I just muted. If you think that it can work beyond our knowledge, then why do you think it hasn't tried to kill us? Why not a killing spree? Humans,
Yeah,
like,
but
it can replace us, right?
no, yeah, I think you are confusing moral restraint or a moral compass to a creative outlet. So
Yes.
it's all right. Then we'll go to the next
So
question. You
guys,
said,
sorry
Yeah.
for interrupting you. I just have a point. Has also Nikesh said, and also as you said, Hisham. Of course, people. I mean, we everyone have creativity based on our experience, right? So let's say if I'm just talking based on the knowledge that I already learned. I mean,
Hmm.
based on my experience. So as we already learned something, we will usually connect the dots. That's what our brain, I mean, our neurons
Yeah.
do.
Hmm.
But in AI, of course, they use the exactly same pattern as new machine learning and deep learning, right?
Hmm.
But in AI, it will never going to forget, and it will uh, get into deeply and predict whatever we can connect for the perfect outcome. But in humans, let's say if in morning if I ask a question, in morning you may get a different answer. In night you may get a different answer because we predict based on our emotional state
Mm,
and the position we are in. But in AI, it's simply mathematical algorithms, right? So it can predict whatever we had feed as a data. So
mm,
when it's come to human and AI, the creativity matters doesn't matter. I mean, humans and also AI can create. They can imagine. They can connect the dots. But the thing is all about the data. How much they
mm,
learn and how much we feed the data to the AI. So if
mm,
we train the AI with a large set of big data, it
mm,
can literally surpass any human in the world.
mm,
But one thing that human can do better than AI is AI
mm,
doesn't have a motive, right?
mm,
Because AI don't have a consciousness. It don't going to be selfish. So
mm.
it doesn't going to do a work on its own, and it's not going to
Yeah.
automatically connect the dots.
Mm,
That's what we called as the singularity, right? Technological
yeah.
singularity. It can be happen when we found AGI, but for now, AI don't have. I mean, in our AI, artificial narrow intelligence, it don't have a consciousness, so it don't have a motive. So
Mm,
still now humans, AI, and I mean it's a when it's come to human or
mm,
AI
mm,
which have the more creative skill,
mm,
it's I think it's not even worth it to discuss about this
mm. Yeah.
topic. I think it's better to move on to a session where we can find that motive. I mean, kind of
Mm,
imagination, right? So
mm,
AI doesn't going to get into imagination and figure out how to do this thing.
mm.
But human will get into imagination. Then we will
Yeah.
start to think how to do. We can do it creatively.
Mm,
So yeah,
Mm.
that's
yeah.
what I want to. I don't want to get interrupt with you, but
No. Yes.
Thank you very much, Sam. That's a really good,
Yes.
insightful answer.
Thanks,
Thank you
Sam.
very much.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you to you, Kishan.
Okay,
The
guys.
next
With that
question I
being,
have.
yeah.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, yeah. There's only two minutes to the meeting. Nikesh, if you have any doubts, you can call me. Okay, I'll answer your questions through the call.
All right. Fair
Thanks,
enough.
thanks, Nikesh, for those beautiful questions, wonderful questions that made
Pleasure.
me
Thank you.
made me even go blank in my brain. So, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, guys, for joining up, and hopefully you will have suffered the 40 minutes done by me, and hopefully we'll be able to meet soon. All right.
Mm,
Okay,
absolutely.
guys. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye.